Hi, and welcome back to Seasons, Thriving Through the Seasons of Life, a devotional series on YouTube based on my book of the same title. And today I'm wearing my Canadian colors because I'm going to be talking about an incident that happened in the Olympics that took place in Vancouver, BC in 2010. Galatians 5, verse 7, "You were running well. Who hindered you from obeying the truth?" One snowy, cold, foggy day in February of 2010, I was attempting to write my weekly blog, and I was just going nowhere, and my mind was distracted, and my spirit was really discouraged. And I must have written the same line again and again and again, and deleted it every time. And finally, I just gave up. I reached for the remote control, and I turned on the Olympics, my favorite winter distraction. Although I am decidedly not athletic, God often speaks to me through the Olympics, and that morning was no exception. I was drawn to a young Canadian snowboarder named Male Ricker. Male was battling the snowy elements, the diabolically tricky course, her growing fatigue, and her inner doubts that day. Fog rolled in off of the Pacific coast, which caused many delays. During her first run, Male made a spectacular fall that completely took her off the course. She had a decision to make at that point. She could give up her hopes for a medal, or she could go on. She would have to skip her way up the next huge jump with her boots still attached to her snowboard if she had any chance at all. Hand and foot, Male crawled her way back up the steep, man-made obstacle to relaunch her bid for the gold medal. Others had fallen before her. Many fell after her, and all of those had chosen to disqualify. She took the hard road and made it up that hill, completing her run in a dismal time. As the day progressed, the fog thickened. There were several delays that threatened her chance of a second qualifying run. A sudden snow squall could completely ruin her day. She chose not to be discouraged, even though she had no control over the weather. The fog finally lifted, and the officials gave the go-ahead for the race to continue. Ice crystals fell on the course, making it very slick. Male sailed through the quarter and the semifinals, finding herself in the gold medal race. The icy, steep, and curvy course defeated two of the racers in the final race and caused the third competitor to become excessively cautious. Male victoriously sped past the finish line to claim the gold medal, much to the delight of the thousands of Canadians who were packed in the stands. That day, I was confronted with a mountain of my own, and I had a choice as well. I could crawl my way up that hill with the help and empowering grace of the Lord, or I could give up and take the easier path. The tempter whispered, "Someone else will take up those prayer burdens. Someone else will take over your responsibilities. It doesn't matter. You really don't make that much of a difference. And there are others who have sailed right over this mighty mountain ahead of you. Let them run the race. You know the price you'll pay. It's just not worth it." I felt God was waiting on my response to the temptation. I knew his preference. He hoped that I would fight my way out of my mental, spiritual, and emotional fog. The decision was mine, though. Taking a deep breath, I placed my trust in his word, and I willed myself to keep my eye on the prize. I chose not to allow my fears and self-doubts to veer me off course. I prayed for the grace needed to claw my way up my own mountain. By relying on his grace, he gave me the momentum to soar that day, and he continues to give me the momentum to soar up and over every mountain I face. My confidence rests in his power to see me through until I cross the finish line. Are you facing some mountains of your own? Are they just foothills that you think you should be able to get over? Are you tempted to give up? Have you been praying for years? Have you been praying for loved ones? Have you been praying for your own health? Have you been praying for breakthrough in your city, in your nation, and in the world? And are you growing weary in your heart? Press on. Keep going. If you have to crawl your way up that hill, then so be it. Because God is your coach. He's running alongside of you. He is shouting along with the crowd of witnesses that you've got this, that you can do it with His help and with His grace and with His strength. Press on. The answers are going to be coming, but you need to continue to press on. Don't give up. If you are feeling like you're in a dense fog and you can't see your way out, wait patiently. That fog is going to lift and you will be able to see clearly.